Listen to me, child. This is not an ordinary message. This is a divine interruption. You didn't click this video by accident. You were summoned because something unusual is about to happen in your life. A wealthy man, yes, someone with influence, provision, and reach, has already received a quiet instruction. He may not know your name yet, but I have placed your name in his spirit. And I, the Lord your God, am about to shift your position. Not just your location, but your level, your season, your assignment. The reason? Because you did something that moved heaven. You made a decision that others refused to make. And now, I'm sending someone with the power to move you, to relocate you, to place you where your purpose will finally breathe. Before we go any further, say this out loud or in the comments. Lord, if this word is for me, open the door and I will walk through it. This isn't about others seeing it, it's about me seeing your agreement. Now be still and listen, because what I reveal next will explain exactly why this is happening and why it had to be you. You did what others refused to do. There are things you've done that others overlooked. There are choices you made when no one was clapping for you. You chose the harder path, the quieter one, the one that didn't make sense to the world, but it made sense to me. I saw the moment you let go of what felt comfortable. I watched as you walked away from what was draining your spirit. You could have stayed where it was familiar, but you didn't. You followed me even when it felt like you were losing everything. Others looked at you and saw someone being left behind, but I saw someone being set apart. Because what you chose to do, few are willing to do it. You remained kind even when others turned cold. You continued to give when you barely had enough. You forgave people who never said they were sorry. You turned down offers that looked like blessings on the outside, but you knew deep down they would cost you your peace. You didn't compromise. You didn't lower your standards just to fit in. You didn't sell your soul for attention. Instead, you waited. You waited with grace. You waited in prayer. You waited while everyone else rushed ahead. That decision to wait, that decision to do things the right way, that was holy. It told heaven that you could be trusted. And heaven responded. I know it wasn't easy. I know you questioned yourself many times. I know there were nights when you cried quietly, asking me if I saw you, asking me if it would ever be your turn. And now I answer, yes, I saw it all. Every silent act of obedience, every private battle you didn't broadcast, every time you chose character over convenience. What others called small, I called sacred. What others thought didn't matter, I recorded. Because I don't reward according to applause, I reward according to faithfulness. And you were faithful. You stayed the course when storms hit, you protected your heart when bitterness knocked, you resisted shortcuts that could have wrecked your soul. That kind of faith, that kind of quiet strength, it doesn't go unnoticed, not by me. So now, I am responding. I'm sending someone who doesn't just have money, he has means. Someone whose obedience to me will lead him straight to you. You didn't ask for this man to show up, but he's coming. Because I've seen what you've endured. I've seen how you carried pain with dignity. I've seen how you honored me when you had every reason to walk away. So I will honor you in return. I will do for you what no human hand could manufacture. I will reward you in a way that breaks limitations off your life. Because you did what others refused to do. You obeyed me when it was costly. You trusted me when it was dark. You worshipped me while you waited. That is why I've released this next move. That is why this wealthy man, a vessel I've chosen, is about to relocate you. Not because you begged for it, but because you qualified for it. And child, this is only the beginning. The man I chose isn't random. You may be wondering, why a man? Why someone wealthy? Why would someone who has everything be sent to someone like me? Let me tell you, child, this man is not coming by accident. He's not wandering into your life by coincidence. He's coming on assignment, and I'm the one who gave him the instruction. This man has what you need for where I'm taking you. Not just finances, but favor. Not just status, but structure. Not just resources, but reach. He has access to places your name hasn't yet entered. He has connections to open doors you couldn't unlock with your own strength. And he has the means to make quick moves in a world that honors wealth. I am not sending him because you need to be saved. I'm sending him because you are ready to build. He is the carrier, but you are the blueprint. He is the bridge, but you are the destiny I am fulfilling. This man has influence in places you've only prayed about. He sits in rooms you've only seen in visions. And while you've been preparing your heart in private, I've been preparing his spirit in silence. He may not even know that he's about to shift your life, but I know. I stirred his thoughts, I turned his attention toward you, and soon he will obey. Because I don't just bless people, I strategically position them, and I'm positioning him to bless you, to elevate you, to relocate you. You see, I work through people, but not just any people. I use those who are sensitive to my leading, and this man, though he may not seem spiritual, though he may not pray the way you do, he listens when I speak. Do not be surprised when he shows up with an offer that sounds too good to be true. Don't allow doubt to silence your discernment. This is not manipulation. This is manifestation. You prayed for provision. I'm sending him with it. You asked for opportunity. He will bring it with him. You cried out for change. He is carrying the change. But remember, it's not about him. He's simply the vessel. I am the source. And because I am your father, I only send what is good for you. This man won't try to control you. He won't take credit for your growth. He won't silence your voice. He is coming to position you, not possess you. You will know it's from me because peace will follow the offer. Clarity will confirm the timing, and favor will flow like oil when he steps into your life. This man is being drawn to you, not because you're chasing opportunity, but because you carry destiny. He is coming not because of how loud you've shouted, but because of how quietly you've obeyed. His presence in your life will not be about romance. It will be about relocation. This isn't about attraction. It's about alignment. This isn't about emotion. It's about execution. I know how long you've waited. I know how hard you've worked, and I know exactly the kind of help you need. This man is that help. This man is the missing piece for the next phase. But don't idolize the vessel. Recognize the divine delivery through him, because I'm not just changing your zip code, I'm changing your assignment. I'm moving you to a space where you'll no longer just survive, you'll finally build. This man, he isn't random, he is sent. The reason you're being relocated. Now listen to me closely, child. This move I am preparing for you. It is not just about going to a new place, it is about stepping into a new purpose. This is not just a relocation. It is a divine repositioning. You've been praying, God, what's next for me? God, when will things change? And here I am, answering you. But I don't just move people for comfort. I move people for calling. And your current environment can no longer hold what I've placed inside of you. There is something inside you that has grown too big for the place you're in. The vision I gave you, the anointing I placed on you, the wisdom I've been building in you, it needs room now. You've outgrown the place of delay. You've outgrown the room of rejection. You've outgrown the walls of limitation. And now, I'm making a way for you to expand where you are now. It was good for a season. It trained you, it taught you, it refined your faith. But now, it's too small for what I'm about to do. I am not just moving you out, I am moving you into purpose, into freedom, into abundance, into territory that matches your obedience. You see, child, sometimes the blessing isn't in what I add to your life. Sometimes the blessing is in what I shift in your life. And right now, I am shifting your entire environment. The place I'm taking you to will not only give you more peace, it will allow your gifts to breathe. It will protect the vision I gave you. It will surround you with people who see you correctly, not as a threat, but as a vessel. The reason for this relocation is rooted in divine preservation. Where you are right now, there are distractions waiting to drain you. There are voices trying to confuse you. There are cycles that want to keep you small. But I didn't create you to stay stuck. I created you to soar. So I'm stepping in, and I'm using someone who has the authority to remove you from the place of struggle and establish you in a place of strategy. This man, this wealthy man I've assigned, is not coming to rescue you. He is coming to reposition you, because I am no longer allowing you to stay in a place that dishonors your calling. You've poured out, you've helped others, you've stayed loyal, you've done your part. And now I am doing my part. This relocation is your reward. It is my answer to years of preparation. It is my solution to every no you endured. It is the place where things will finally start to make sense. This move is not about escaping. It's about elevating. I'm taking you to a place where your voice will be heard, where your gifts will be respected, where your time will not be wasted, where your heart will finally have room to heal and grow. Yes, it will feel sudden. Yes, some people won't understand. Yes, it will stretch your faith. But know this, every detail of this relocation is wrapped in purpose. I've already gone ahead of you. I've already prepared the path. I've already instructed the one I'm sending. This is not just a shift in geography. It is a shift in glory. And when you arrive at this next place, you'll look back and understand why you had to leave the last one. You didn't fail where you were. You fulfilled what you were meant to do there. And now it's time to move forward. This is the reason I am relocating you. Not because you asked for more, but because you proved you were ready for it. The moment everything shifted, there was a moment that seemed small to you, but in heaven it was monumental. It wasn't when you shouted the loudest. It wasn't when you felt the strongest. It was in one quiet decision, a moment when your heart whispered yes to me, even when it hurt. You remember it, don't you? That time you let go of something you wanted because you knew it wasn't part of my plan. That day you walked away from what was shiny on the outside because your spirit knew it came with strings. That night you cried into your pillow and still managed to say, God, I trust you. That was the moment everything shifted. It wasn't broadcasted. No one else even knew the weight of what you did, but I knew, and I never forgot it. You see, I don't measure greatness the way people do. I don't look at platforms and popularity. I look at hearts, and your heart was postured in surrender. That moment when you could have fought back, but you chose peace. That moment when you could have compromised, but you chose to wait. That moment when you had every reason to give up, but you held on. That was the moment I stepped in. Heaven moved on your behalf, because I saw a heart that refused to be bitter, a heart that still believed in me, even after being disappointed by people, a heart that didn't need recognition to keep doing what was right. And child, it was that very moment that triggered your next chapter. That moment activated a new level of favor. It opened a gate that no man can shut. It released the order in the spiritual realm to send help in the form of someone prepared to lift you into alignment. The wealthy man I've chosen to relocate you, his journey toward you didn't begin today. It began then, in that moment of obedience. Because your obedience sent a message. It told heaven, this one can be trusted with more. This one won't let success corrupt them. This one will honor me in the blessing the same way they did in the storm. And from that moment, I began to arrange what I'm now bringing into your life. Connections began to shift. Conversations began to align. Opportunities started forming in the background. You may have thought nothing was happening. You may have thought heaven was quiet. But I was working, silently, strategically, faithfully, because I am never late. I am never lost. I am never confused about your life. What looked like a delay was actually divine timing. What felt like rejection was actually redirection. And what seemed like silence was actually preparation. There was a moment, just one moment, when your yes to me echoed so loudly in the spirit that it caused the earth to respond. And now you're walking into the results of that moment. So don't question why this man is coming. Don't second guess the sudden favor. Don't talk yourself out of what I've already talked heaven into. You did the hard part. You trusted me with your broken pieces. Now, I will reward you with divine placement. And never forget, one single act of obedience has the power to change everything. Don't dismiss who God uses. Now listen carefully, child, because what I'm about to reveal is important. It will help you recognize the blessing when it arrives. It will protect you from rejecting what I have sent. The man I'm sending into your life, the one who is wealthy, established, and influential, may not come in the form you're expecting. He may not speak with church language. He may not carry a Bible in his hands. He may not look like a preacher or sound like a prophet. But don't you dare dismiss him. Don't let appearance confuse you. Don't let assumptions blind your discernment. Because I've used strangers before. I've used kings who didn't worship me. I've used unbelievers to bless believers. I've used the unexpected to fulfill the undeniable. You see, I am not limited by form. I am not boxed in by background. I am the God who sees the heart, and I choose who I use not based on public opinion, but on divine alignment. This man is not coming to save you. He's coming because he was stirred in his spirit by me. He won't even understand why he's drawn to support you, why his heart feels pulled to your story, why he feels the urge to open doors for you. But I do, because I'm behind it all. I placed your name in his spirit. I whispered direction into his decisions. And now he's moving, not by logic, but by divine instruction. Don't block the blessing because it doesn't look like what you prayed for. Sometimes I wrap favor in unfamiliar packaging. Sometimes I hide glory in human vessels. And if you're not spiritually awake, you might call it too much, too fast, or too unlikely. But child, this is exactly how I move. I send help in ways that stretch your faith. I release support that makes you stop and say, God, only you could have done this. So when he arrives, don't run, don't shut down, don't label him based on surface. Test the spirit, check the peace, listen to the confirmation in your heart. This man may not be your idea of a miracle, but he's my idea of a messenger. He's not just wealthy in money, he's wealthy in timing, he's wealthy in positioning. And I've placed him where you need to be next. He will not come to control you. He will not silence your voice. He will not stand in front of your calling. He is coming to lift you, to plant you, to relocate you in alignment with my will. Don't let pride keep you stuck. Don't let fear make you miss this moment. This is the help you asked for. This is the shift you've been praying over. And I'm sending it through someone who looks nothing like your past. Because your future requires a new vessel. Even Jesus wasn't recognized by those who were too familiar. Even miracles were missed because people said, "Isn't this just a carpenter's son?" Don't make that same mistake. Don't look with your eyes, listen with your spirit. Because if you're not careful, you'll turn away the one I sent healing. Just because he doesn't fit the image you had in your head. This man has been chosen for this role, not because of his wealth, but because of his willingness. He's obedient to the pull I placed on his heart. And his presence in your life will not be about control, it will be about completion. I've used many unlikely vessels before, and I'm doing it again. So don't dismiss who I use, honor who I send, because your future may be wrapped in the form of a man you never thought to expect. The spiritual significance of relocation. Child, this move is not just about geography, it's about destiny. I'm not simply changing your location, I'm changing your atmosphere. I'm removing you from places where your gifts were buried, where your voice was ignored, where your light was dimmed. Relocation in my word always meant something deeper. Abraham moved, and I made him the father of nations. Joseph was relocated from prison to palace because I saw greatness in him. Ruth moved and she stepped into legacy. I'm doing the same with you. I'm removing you from noise and planting you in purpose. Because where you're going, the soil will feed your faith. The space will make room for your calling. The people will see your worth. This is not a reset, it's a release. And once you arrive, you'll understand why I had to move you first, before I revealed what's next. Prepare for the unexpected. Knock. Now hear me, child. The blessing I'm sending won't always come with a warning. There will be no trumpet, no flashing sign. It will come like a knock at the door. Quiet, sudden, but divinely timed. Be ready. Because the opportunity may sound casual, but it carries the answer to your prayer. A conversation, a message, an open door you didn't plan. These are how I move. Don't dismiss what looks ordinary. Sometimes I send favor wearing simple clothes. Sometimes I hide the miracle in a moment you didn't expect. So keep your heart soft, keep your spirit alert, because what's coming next will not wait for hesitation. When the knock comes, answer it with faith, not fear. Your faith was the currency. You didn't buy this blessing with money. You didn't earn it through status. You received it through faith. When you had nothing left but trust, you still believed. When everything around you said give up, you held on to my promise. That faith, it was your currency. It bought you access. It opened spiritual gates. It moved mountains you didn't even see. You may not have had wealth, but you had willingness. You may not have had influence, but you had obedience. And that was more than enough. Because in my kingdom, I don't reward appearance, I reward belief. So now your faith has made room for favor. Your trust has triggered transformation. And the blessing is being delivered because you believed me before you saw me move. Stay humble, stay hungry. As the doors begin to open, As the man I've assigned steps into your life, do not lose your posture. Stay humble. Remember who brought you here. Remember how you started, in prayer, in quiet faith, in surrender. Don't let the blessing distract you from the one who gave it. Don't chase the gift and forget the giver. And stay hungry, not for more things, but for more of me. Because the same faith that brought you here will be the same faith that carries you forward. Keep your eyes on me. Keep your heart open. Let gratitude guard your spirit, and I will keep pouring more than you can imagine. I chose you, and I'm rewarding you. You didn't chase this, you chose me. You didn't manipulate doors to open, you waited while I unlocked them. You were never forgotten, you were never overlooked. You were simply being prepared. Now the hour has come. The man I've chosen is already moving, and soon you will stand in the place I've reserved for you. Not because of luck, not because of people, but because I saw your heart. You're not just being relocated, you're being rewarded. And no one can stop what I have already begun. Heavenly Father, thank you for seeing the parts of me no one else saw. Thank you for honoring my silent obedience and my quiet trust. I receive this next move with humility, with clarity, and with a heart fully surrendered to you. Prepare my spirit for what's ahead. Let me recognize the blessing when it comes, and let me never forget that you, not man, are the author of my story. May your will lead me, may your peace surround me, and may your promise speak louder than my fear. In Jesus' name, amen.